So we're recording now. Hey guys, it's Anthony.
Hi, it's Vanessa.
And you're listening to the very first episode of Slaying the Scene, the podcast. We're just going to call it Slaying the Scene Podcast for short, right? I feel like that's appropriate, right?
Yes. Perfect.
So for those who already know us, you may know us from YouTube and from social media like Instagram and Twitter and YouTube and stuff like that. But we decided we wanted to go into the podcast lane for a couple of reasons. But namely, we just didn't want to get ready for videos. It's just the lazy in us didn't want to get ready. And it's just a lot.
It was just too much.
And for those who don't do a lot of video editing and recording and stuff like that, you guys have no idea the work that it takes to prepare, to plan, to execute, to edit, all the production work. Like, it's a lot. And my hat goes off to people that can do it all the time. I just don't have the time to do it.
Right.
You know? And then life gets in the way and whatever. So we just thought, again, it would just be a lot easier to do this. And so we're going to do it. And it's been something that I've wanted to do for quite some time now. But again, because of life and everything that's been happening, which we'll get into, we just never really gotten the opportunity. So here we are.
Yes.
Slaying the Scene Podcast, episode 1. New year, new us.
God.
You know, I hate when people do that online.
Yeah.
New year, new me, and they end up being the same terrible person they were last year, if not worse.
Right. And the year before that, and the year before that.
I wish I can collect, like, the same status updates from different people. You know how it's like Facebook will show you your memories?
Yes.
If they can show me other people's memories just so that I can call them out.
Right. Can we like search hashtags? So anything that comes up, you know, exactly.
But for a specific person. So
exactly.
the specific person wrote the same hashtag over and over. I want to be able to say, listen, like, you're a liar.
Like, there's this one person that I follow. And again, you know, with the whole gym, working out, it's just... She's just all into it. She's like, yup, this is me. I'm going to the gym today. Like,
but is this
why
the
were you
person
saying this last month? Why did you wait?
And I get why. But at the same time, like, is she the kind of person that come January 3rd, 4th, and 5th, she's, like, not posting a lot about the gym and she's over it?
She's one of those people that post Facebook statuses on Instagram all day, every day.
We're going to put a pin on that one, and we're going to come back to that.
And it's just, like, annoying. Constantly complaining. It's just...
It's a lot.
It is. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much.
But new year, new us, right?
Turning over a new leaf.
Leaf, if you will, for 2017. Damn, 2017, Vanessa.
Anthony, you know what? Don't even remind me because I started to get really depressed because we're going to be how old this year?
But I see, we're going to be 34 this year.
We
were born
here for it.
in 1983. But you know what? We look better than people 23 and 24 do today. So I'm not upset about it. I'm upset. To bring it back to this, part of the reason I want to do this is because I don't want time to go by and me kind of wishing I had done things earlier.
Right. This is like it is 30s. This is like our prime time. This is kind of when we should be living it up. We should be, you know, enjoying the fruits of our labor from the 20s.
Or even just like in the thick of doing what we love to do.
Right. Exactly.
So we'll see where this podcast takes us. I don't foresee us doing this weekly because it's a lot of time and we have lives. But I'm sure that we can give you a bi-monthly dose of fuckery. No?
And that.
We'll try to do it as consistent as we can. But you are a mother. You raise a son. You are a working woman. You got a lot going on. And I've got things here and there that I do. And that just take me away from things that sometimes I want to do.
Right.
But... what we have to do this year more than anything else is make the things that are important to us a priority. And I've been saying that for a while, but like, we'll get into it in just a moment. But anyway, welcome to Slaying the Scene, the podcast. And what we figured we'd do this time, which is a little different from our YouTube show, was we figured we would focus our energy on self-reflection and understanding where we are in our lives and learning and growing from that. And hopefully we can share some of the tools that we've learned along the way to help you slay your life.
Yep.
I don't know. We'll see.
And answer questions you guys want to ask
I mean,
us.
we don't have a definite format yet. I'm sure
we don't.
We'll evolve, right?
I'm sure we want to discuss current events, anything, you know.
Which, you know what? Let's just jump right into it because I feel like it's a great segue.
Right.
It is a new year. And the queen on everybody's lips this time is Mariah. And we may be a little late in addressing this because I addressed it on social media, on Facebook, in fact. But there's no secret about this. Mariah is our favorite vocalist. Well, she's my favorite. She's just my favorite.
She's my exactly.
However,
she'll always be my favorite.
Celine will still always and forever be my favorite vocalist.
Exactly. See, we're here on that. Celine to me is like the best singer in the world,
and you can't compete with that.
You cannot.
That being said, Mariah Carey is who we grew up with. You know, we grew up listening to her in the 90s. We are senior lambs from 1990.
I remember Anthony cassettes. Okay, I remember having all her cassettes.
I remember you like studying the lyrics and playing the damn thing so much the CD scratch and the cassette tapes like burned out and you needed to buy new ones.
It's crazy. You know, I don't have a lot of memories when I was younger, but that I have a memory of. First hearing Mariah.
Yeah.
You know, and it was just like, whoa.
But think about it. Mariah taught us how to sing.
Yes.
With like soul and power. But more just than that, her lyrics are just like amazing. They really make you think. And there's been a lot of times, at least in my life personally, that I go to her music to help me out of a tough situation. It gives me some clarity that I never had before. So I respect her. I mean, personally, I live for her diva antics. I feel like she's earned the right.
Absolutely. She's paid her dues. She can do what she wants to do.
She can slap me in the face and I'd be okay with it.
Right. And you are going to sit there and say thank you.
Thanks. May I have another?
Exactly.
But that's the thing. Like, a lot of people now don't really care for her, like, diva mentality.
I mean, I'm going to be honest. I like the old Mariah. Do I like... and music-wise, too. Am I a fan of her newest music? No. I find myself always listening to every album up until Butterfly.
Yeah. But see, no, I thought you liked Rainbow. You like Rainbow. But
Rainbow,
that's when it started to turn.
That's when it started to change. So I was like, okay, it's new. Okay. Then after that, it was like you kind of...
See, I was on the bandwagon. I've been a lamb since. The Emancipation of Mimi brought a whole bunch of people back.
See, it's like...
But the music was reminiscent of the stuff in the 90s. And I felt like that's her lane and she should have stuck to it. But who am I to, like, question how they are artistically, right? So...
Okay, really quick, what's your favorite album?
My favorite album, I think it has to... Oh, shit, that's a tough one, Vanessa, because there's two that I live, die, and stand for. Music Box.
Yeah.
And Butterfly.
Okay.
I love them.
Mine is hands down Emotions.
Yeah.
Hands down. And when I tell you, when it's time to clean this house...
That's
and
the soundtrack.
Emotions,
that is the soundtrack to your Saturday morning cleaning ritual.
Right. And this house gets clean at 2.5. I'm telling you, it's just my absolute... Emotions is my favorite album. Emotions is my favorite song.
Well, speaking of Emotions, that was one of the songs that she performed on Dick Clark's Rockin' New Year's Eve on, obviously, December 31st.
Right.
And she was, I guess she was hired to perform a couple of songs. Old Lang Syne was one of them. Emotions was another. We Belong Together was the last one. And first of all, can we discuss the interruption right now? Who's calling?
I have no idea. And the fact that I don't have a name saved to this number leads me, okay?
I don't know. If I don't have you on my phone, you are not important enough.
So, no. Send me a text message to let me know who you are.
At the very least, leave me a voicemail, and I may or may not get back to you.
I don't know who that is.
Probably not, but like, ew.
Nope.
Anyway, so she performed, or I say performed, but she didn't perform. Basically, her in-ear monitors didn't work, and she wasn't able to hear herself amidst the 2 million people that were reported in Times Square, and there was just a lot of fuckery going on. And then the blame game began. So the short and narrow of it was her in-ear monitors didn't work. There was some drama beforehand during rehearsals with her team and her saying that it didn't work and they wanted it replaced. And then they were saying that it would be replaced. And okay, when she went live, it ended up obviously not working out. She could not hear herself according to what she said. In fact, she said it on stage. And instead of trying to muster through it, she basically gave up and kind of walked around stage and seemed displeased. And it is what it is. It just was a terrible performance. I remember watching it live and being so mortified and so embarrassed for her. But I'm not calling myself a performer. I'm not even calling myself a singer, although I sing. I I'm very much a commonsensical kind of guy. I saw her at the very beginning have struggles like with her ear monitors, and I saw her take them out, and I'm thinking, shit, something's about to go down. Mm-hmm. And then when she said, I can't hear anything, I'm thinking, okay, she's in Times Square, the speakers face outwards. I don't know if you saw the live video. I think we saw the live video, Vanessa. Mm-hmm. If you hear live video from Times Square, the sound waves are pinging off the buildings, and it's an echo.
Yep.
How do you know where to come in or where to even muster through something if you cannot hear your cues?
Right.
So I saw a lot of people out on Twitter immediately dragged her, went in. She's done. 2016 took its last casualty, blah, 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 blah. And I was just like, ugh.
It's like, no, she's not done. It's not like she sang and sounded horrible. It's there was an issue, you know? And see, had that been me, you would have saw me on stage with my hands crossed, you know, going, cut the music. You want to try to make me look like a fool? I'm going to try to make you look like a fool.
But as a professional, the show must go on. But like...
They tried to play her.
That's what she's saying. I don't know. The thing is, I would hope to think that a professional organization would not have the audacity to play a legend like that, someone with the force, that Mariah Carey has. But who knows these days?
Listen, during rehearsals, if that wasn't working then, I am not performing. I'm telling you this right now. That's the point of rehearsals. I need to make sure everything is in order, everything's working. So no, I'm not gonna leave in just the hopes that everything's gonna be fixed.
Sidebar, she looked amazing.
Yes.
And sidebar to the sidebar, don't her dancers have in-ear monitors, and couldn't they take one out and just swap? I don't know what the options were.
We don't.
But what I do know is the internet went immediately in. And one thing I don't like about people these days is their ability to want to immediately drag somebody for whatever reason in order to make themselves feel greater than or whatever.
You're not there. You don't know.
Vanessa, when I tell you people on Facebook are like, oh, this bitch this, and she shouldn't shade Ariana and Demi, and I don't know her this and that and the third, I'm thinking, ugh, you're in front of a computer eating fucking Cheetos on a weekend watching Mariah Carey perform on TV, and you have one, like, how dare you talk about somebody who's achieved so much, who's done so much. So I went on to Facebook.
Yeah, good.
And I was like, all right, so what we're not going to do is shade, one of the last greatest living singers on this planet.
Right.
Now, I will say, she doesn't sound like she used to. Mm-hmm. And I'm not delusional, and I'm not going to say that she's, still this amazing vocalist. She's got some issues, and there's some definite damage there. I can hear it. Although, if you listen to some of the videos from the tour, there are some spots where she does sound great. Mm-hmm. But there are obvious spots where she's using a backing track and or lip syncing.
Right.
Come on, guys. Like, you have not achieved a fraction of what she's achieved, and nor will you ever.
Exactly.
So, I had 3 simple questions and a common solution. Just a regular solution to life's problems. Question 1. Have you achieved anything that she's achieved? 2. Are you happy with yourself? When you go to bed at night, are you truly happy with the things that you have done, said? And 3, have you had a frosty glass of bleach today? Because if you have not had a frosty glass of bleach, if you are not happy with yourself, and if you have not achieved a quarter, a fraction, an eighth, a 32nd of what she's done, how dare you come for her? Right. It doesn't make sense. Like, I'm never going to be like, fuck that bitch because she shaded Ariana or blah, 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 blah. Although I may not always enjoy her diva antics. That aside, like, this is somebody who obviously is being kicked while she's down.
Right.
And your immediate reaction is to go in.
Exactly.
But what surprised me was that people were going in that I felt like should have understood. And I'm not going to name names, but there were some singers, some performers that were like, she should have had plan A, B, C, D, E, F, G because she's a professional. I'm thinking, but what good is plan A, B, C, D, E, F, G if you can't hear?
Right. That's what I don't get. It's not that she literally destroyed the song. That's not what the issue is. She has no control over what happened.
Well, then they were like, well, when she tried to sing, she obviously could hear because what she tried to sing was horrible. But like I just said, you can hear the echo.
If you've never been on stage, if you've never had an earpiece in your ear, you don't know.
But these are people that had done that and have had in-ear pieces. They're like, you should have done this and should have done. But I'm like, you don't know what you should have done unless you're in that situation at that particular time.
So goodbye.
You know what I mean?
Because at the end of the show, she still flew home in her private jet. She still went to her mansion. Meanwhile, you
are struggling to pay your bills. Your EBT card ran out last week. You don't know what to do. So I don't know.
Oh,
Let me
Lord.
stop. But the point of it is, I'm so sick of people online who are, when it's kids, they don't know any better, even though they should know better.
Yeah.
But when it's people our age, I would say anyone 21 plus that should know better and still want to drag people for petty reasons. It's like, really look at yourself, because I can't imagine you like what you see.
Zip it. Exactly.
You know what I mean? So what I will say, and I'm sure you will agree with me, is she is more than a legend. She is an icon. She is a goddess vocally. No one is going to touch her. And you're just going to deal.
Exactly.
But Emotions is a pretty damn good song.
Absolutely. I mean, that song, you don't even know the nights that I've prayed to be able to hit that high note. It'll never happen, and it saddens.
But that's besides the point.
Right, but that's not the point. I still try to hit it.
But the point is, you can sing the shit out of that song.
But
one thing I was going to say, and we actually did a video a couple years ago on YouTube called Mariah Stop Fucking With Your Legacy, because of a similar situation in Jamaica that she performed at a jazz festival where she was obviously lip syncing to Fantasy, I think it was, and she looked uncomfortable. She was just kind of walking back and forth, but a similar situation. We were like, girl, if you can't sing the song, don't attempt it, because you're fucking with your legacy. You don't want to be the last things you remember are you lip syncing and you looking like a fool on stage.
Exactly.
I'm not retracting what I'm saying. I still stand by that. But like, learn to cut a bitch a break. You don't know what the fuck's going on in her lives.
Right.
You can barely take care of yourselves. So why are you so concerned about Mariah Carey?
Right, exactly.
I don't know. I don't know if you have it. I felt like I talked a lot there. What do you have to say?
I'm hungry.
I know, me too, actually.
It's just, we're forever going to be, lambs. Lambs for life.
Mm-hmm.
I am a big Ariana Grande fan, and I know you're not.
No, you know what? It's not that I'm not an Ariana Grande fan. I don't care for all the music. There are some songs I'm like, bitch, yes.
What? I have her on my Spotify, and I can listen to her.
But can I just interrupt and say Ariana Grande and John Legend, Beauty and the Beast? I can't
oh
wait
my
to
god,
hear
I cannot wait for this song to come out. And Anthony, I know you and me already did the song, but we're gonna redo it. We are redoing this song.
But why? I feel like YouTube is a thing of the past. Unless you're a big star on YouTube, there's really no point in continuing. Personally, for me, we can do it for fun.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
You know what? We might record it and just release it as like a track to the podcast.
Mm-hmm. True.
We'll see. Because we can do that. I mean,
we should do a review on it.
All things are possible with Christ. So, but yeah, you're an Ariana Grande fan.
Absolutely. In my opinion, she is the...
Don't do it to yourself.
She is.
Don't play yourself, Vanessa. Don't.
Listen.
Don't. This is not an argument you will ever win.
Listen.
No, there's no listening.
She's just the fresher, newer
The fresher who? The fresher what?
version of...
No. The fresher, newer version of Mariah Carey is Mariah Carey.
Yeah, you can't sit there and tell me that she cannot slay a Mariah Carey song. I get it. She's not Mariah Carey.
I never said she couldn't.
Okay.
But
what other artists out there can slay a Mariah song?
You.
And I cannot hit that high note like
But it's not about hitting the high note.
It is to me sometimes on certain songs. On certain songs you need the high note.
I mean, I get it. But I just think, for me, when it comes to Ariana Grande, is I feel like she could...
love her.
I feel like she can make better music. But she's making music that's current now.
I think
that's
it's
the
dope.
problem with Mariah.
It's singable music.
Mariah's doing what's fresh and current now, but it's not working for her because I feel like
can't sit there and sing to a song.
With Ariana, she does it, but she can make it singable.
Right, and that's what I like.
But she's also current, young, and fresh.
Right, and since I'm old, she makes me feel young.
Well, what are... Oh my God. I am so done with you. If Mariah could sing any Ariana Grande song, what song would you want Mariah to sing?
What song would I want Ariana Grande to sing?
No, what song would you want Mariah to sing of in Ariana Grande's catalog?
I don't know. I'd have to think about that one.
What's like, name some of her songs? Because I don't even know. Not bad.
It is bad when you're put on the spot to think of a song. You can't think of a song. It's just like, can you sing a song for me? And it's just like, oop, my
It would be nice to hear Problem. What is your cat doing?
Do you hear him?
I hear something.
No, I don't hear that.
You're going to come back to your living room and shit's going to be all over the place because of Charles. Good luck. So, okay, we'll just cut this Mariah segment short because we've already gone on long enough.
Yeah, I'm sure we're gonna have to like take some stuff out.
But before any of you online want to come for Mariah, come for yourselves. And if you want to come for me, fine, come for me. But it's a battle you will never win. I promise you that. So, what else do we want to talk about? Just I guess. I kind of wanted. I did it backwards. I kind of wanted to do it the other way, where we talked about why the hiatus and what's been going on in our lives.
I was gonna say, how you been? What's been going on, Aunt? As if like I don't see you every day.
Right, but okay. So I'll start with where we are today, and we'll backtrack.
Okay.
Where we are today is I currently live with Vanessa.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm staying here temporarily while I get my shit together and I get my own place.
Yep. And not that you don't have your shit together. It's just.
Well, I mean, no. In a way, yeah. I mean, I've got mostly my shit together, but I'm rebuilding my life. Mm-hmm. So the last time you guys saw us, we were doing Slaying the Scene, and it was like a New Year's video, like a New Year's resolution.
How long ago
this
was
is like
that?
2 years ago now, Vanessa.
It's been that long, Aunt. That's crazy.
And we were like, we're gonna totally go into 2016. You know,
right? We had resolutions.
No, Vanessa, 2015. We recorded the video 2015 because I was graduating school. I was like getting married, all that stuff. So we came into 2015 with our heads high, like everyone does. The first like 5-10 minutes of every year is like the most positive time of everyone's life because everyone's like, yeah, we're gonna do this, new year, new me. And yeah, I got married, and you okay there? So I got married, and it was great, and I graduated. I got my degree, which was great. I set out to do the things that I wanted to do.
Good job.
Thank you. And, you know, through life's natural course of events, I'm not going to get into the details because, quite frankly, it's not your business. But I ended up separating from my husband and ended up getting a divorce in 2016, which was sad. But I will say that he and I are still friends. Yep. You know, we have history that's never going to go away. Mm-hmm. And, you know, we still have the animals. So, you know, that's still there. We wish each other well. You know, no love lost, but it's now 2017 and I'm looking to kind of move forward in my life and reestablish, you know, connections and build relationships. But the point of me moving back here, you know, staying with Vanessa is really to reconnect with my family, because in the past 10 plus years that I've been away, one of the pieces of feedback I've gotten was I don't really see the kids a lot, and I see them growing up, and I'm like, I really, really want to kind of be there for them, and I want to be like a positive role model. So I'm hoping that I can do more of that.
Yep. And
you know, through all the shit that's been happening over the past 2 years, it's really taken my focus away from doing the things that I like to do creatively. So again, one of the reasons I want to do the podcast is to kind of get back into that mindset. What about you, V? What's been going on?
None. No, don't no, I mean, honestly, you know, I just been living life. I took a break from school, which I wish I hadn't. I am going to go back. You know, I can only go part-time, so I still got about 1.5 years left to get my bachelor's, which is not bad. I just kind of got to get back in the groove of things. You know, I've been kind of just slacking. And then again, with the YouTube, I've been slacking. I feel like I've been in a runt.
Runt?
Or
isn't it a rut?
Rut. I don't know why I said runt.
I don't know. Do you think
I've been
in a rut?
Candy? Like, and I just I lost my mojo. You know, like my
that's
creative.
The juices don't flow as well.
It's just.
And once you stumble, it's hard to get back up.
It is. So it's kind of. You know, and also to be quite honest, you know, I've gained some weight, and you know, that's just, I've been very self-conscious about that, and that's another reason why I kind of stopped making videos, because of that. Which I know we need to all love each other. It's not about this, not about that, but you know what? Yeah, I do love myself, but I don't love the weight that I gained. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm used to being a certain size, so now that I'm not, I can feel it. I know I'm unhealthy. I know. And that takes a toll on you mentally, physically, and it's just, I just got to get back into the groove of things. And that's kind of, I mean, I know it sounds cliche and, you know, new year, but really that's like my resolution this year, is to like get in shape. Not even necessarily losing weight. Everybody wants to lose weight. I need to get in shape. I'm out of shape.
Well, I think for you, the important part is understanding that it's a priority.
Definitely, because it's taking a toll. It really honestly is. And it's like, you know, you start to fall into like a depression, and it's like I just don't want to go down that road. You know, I'm only 33. Like, there's no reason for that.
Bitch, next year we're gonna be 35.
I don't, Anthony, you know what? You see? And then I start looking for a knife to slit my wrist, and I'm not here for it.
No, but the point of it is we're getting older. We're not getting younger, so you have to make it a priority.
And again, losing weight makes it harder when you get older. And it's just like, and my mom always tells me, you don't come from a skinny family. Blah, 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 blah.
We don't?
Always. But, you know, hey.
Speaking of, I feel like we're about to get interrupted. Can we help you? We're recording right now.
We're recording,
but that's okay. It's a real. Grab a mic, sit down, join the conversation. We're talking about weight loss. We're talking about how you say we don't come from a skinny family.
You see, I told you.
We don't, but you know, we can work on trying to make a better life and drinking more water.
Come on, break.
Meanwhile, I got a Coca-Cola next to me. Talking about, I'm upset that I'm getting fat.
Okay, I just ordered my next shipment of Thrive are capsules.
Those patches and stuff.
Milkshake and patches.
We're not endorsed by them, by the way.
There is an 8-week experience, and I only did it for 4, and I quit. And I called the young lady back, and we spoke, and she was, Nancy, you're not gonna see results. You have to give at least 8 weeks. So I just ordered another 4-week plan, and hopefully that'll give me the energy I need to go exercise. Right now, I have no energy. I have my metabolism.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay, we have to do something about
the
it.
Metabolism is like
well, that's
shot.
the thing. It's like what I was saying. You got to make your health a
I
priority.
don't have
Once you make
energy
it a
to work
priority-
out, but I know that I don't have the energy because I don't work out.
Bitch, but you got energy to.
You need something to
I got energy to eat though.
to boost your energy.
I got energy to drink the soda.
No,
That's the thing.
whether it be vitamins or
You got to eat
Gotta be
healthier.
vigilant.
You got to eat things that are going to give you the boost to do those kinds of things. Protein will give you that. Almonds, chicken, fish, although you don't like fish. You got to research online, make smoothies, bitch. Do things.
You know what it is? I need a good blender. I've tried making smoothies. And
Don't you? I saw NutriBullet over there and that.
Hey, listen, it didn't work out, and I'm telling
No?
you, it did not work out.
Why
I'm
not?
very disappointed in my
In your experience?
NutriBullet. Yeah, it's just not crushing all this stuff like I want it to go.
See, and this is another thing,
Go
guys.
on QVC, no sir.
No, but see, Vanessa needs things done a very particular certain way, and if it's not done
I like the smoothies from McDonald's.
specifically, but Vanessa, do you know how much sugar is in those things? Do you know how much? I love sugar. Don't get me wrong. Like I told you, I had those those strawberry shortcake Swiss rolls the other day, and I had an entire box. I blacked out, and when I came to, they were all gone. I don't know how that happened.
Meanwhile, you lost weight at the end of that blackout session.
Listen, I'm losing weight right now.
I just gained weight listening to your story. So, you know, is
But honestly though, Vanessa, I've gained weight also. But one thing that I did last year was I started working out and I was training to box. And one thing that I saw really, really quickly is when I ate more vegetables and when I ate more fruits and when I ate things with a lot of protein. But when you start doing that, you start getting the natural energy, and you have to put yourself on a strict diet, and you got to put yourself on you got to really train
it's
yourself.
just that
to
I
do
find
things
myself
differently.
eating right when I'm bored. I'm eating.
I see it.
You know, I need a cut off time as to when I'm not eating after that. Like,
but you got to promise yourself to not do it, even if it sucks and even if you get hungry.
Because you remember years ago, Aunt, I lost all that weight. It's just.
Yeah. But you can do it. That's the thing. You know that you've done it before. You can do it again. So
But I mean, so
do
yeah,
it.
so that's kind of, you know, I work, you know, go to work every day like we all
got
do.
a kid.
And it's, you know, got it right. He's 9 years old, and you know he does keep me on my toes. But that's kind of what I've been doing for the past couple of years. Working, going to school. Although I took time off, but
yeah. So I mean, life happens.
life happens.
Lot
But
of
you
great
see,
things
like,
happen.
I'm glad that we're getting back into this because I like this. This is, even though I wasn't doing it, I kept telling you I have the itch to like do something.
But see how low key it is.
Yeah, it's not right. I'm in my pajamas. I don't have to worry about putting makeup on or stuff like my hair or whatever.
And that's not to say that we won't ever do videos again.
Right. It's just it's easier to do it this way.
But we can now structure the show how we want to do it and not necessarily be worried about how it's going to be perceived online and whatnot. Because I could care less what you guys think. We're doing this for us.
For us, right.
And if you guys get something out of it, great. But
get our feelings on things out there and our opinions. And
we're going to set up like a Facebook page for this. We're going to have its own email account. And right now we're going with the name Slaying the Scene, but that could change.
And we're gonna have special guests, like my sister. You know, she'll come one day and talk
hilarious.
her shit and.
And, like,
we should do like reviews, like when The Walking Dead comes back. You know, stuff like that. Like,
exactly. We'll talk about things that are going on in pop culture, you know, in politics, obviously in music. That's what we do. And just general things about us. And then if you guys ever want to, when we establish an email account, write into us
and let us know if you want us to talk about a certain topic. Or,
yeah, absolutely. We're open to anything. This is as much yours as it is ours, and we want to help. Like, we want this to grow organically. Is what I'm trying to say.
It'll be fun.
But we're already at the 30-minute mark. We're a little bit after, and see how fast 30 minutes.
I know it does. I mean, are they going to be this long? How long are podcasts?
Podcasts don't have a specific time frame. They can go 20 minutes, 15. They can. I've seen them where they go over 2 hours because it's literally just talking back and forth.
Right,
and
it's like
time goes like that.
It does.
And then if you have an established format,
time flies.
Then you have a segment about this, a segment about that, a segment about this. But I want to challenge myself and you as well to always have like a creative outlet. So this is going to be what we use as our creative outlet for now. You know what I mean?
Cool. And I'm excited.
Yeah, me too. I hope you guys enjoyed our first episode of the Slaying the Scene podcast.
Yep.
Again, my name is Anthony.
And I'm Vanessa, and you can follow me everywhere at the Vanessa Cruz.
And for me, it's at Goober Snatch, and it has 2 T's. GOOBERSNATTCH.
Yep.
All right, guys.
So, yeah. Love you guys. Take care.
Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.